you take today's reality and what you've been doing and you play that forward, because that's what you're going to continue to do if something doesn't change. And then you ask yourself the question, do I like the picture of where I'm headed?
Hey guys, good to be with you. We're back and we're doing it again. And I want to welcome everybody and say it's so good to celebrate with you all and be back. And even in crazy times like this. So I want to share a couple things that I have found to be really, really important in working with leaders in this time, because in a crisis, in a pandemic, when the world is changing around us, one of the things that happens that is the biggest thing is, I'm going to call it fragmentation. Like everything gets kind of like, the structures we had and the ways we used to do things and all that just get fragmented. And what can happen to your organization, to your mission, and your connection with the people that are your stakeholders is it can get fragmented. And once you have gotten fragmentation, you've lost cohesion and you've lost stickiness. And you've got the ability to know who you are and what you're doing and who you're doing it with. So I want to give you a couple of things that can help that fragmentation. Okay? Here's 4 anchors for you to take and think about and implement. Whatever's going on around you, and whether you're focusing more on how do we sustain what is today, or how do we plan for a new tomorrow, or hopefully both, whatever you're doing, I want you to anchor yourself as a leader and your people every day in 4 things, and ask yourself, am I doing these 4 things? Are we doing these 4 things for people inside of the organization as well as outside the walls? Okay. Number 1, are we making sure that the fragmentation is not leading to a disconnectedness? Okay, your unity, you're keeping the glue, you're keeping in touch, you're communicating, but you're making spaces for vulnerable connectedness where people can really talk about what's going on, and also that you have a dosage enough to where you're there enough and you're showing up enough. So connection, number 1, get the dosage high and keep it tight. Number 2, a sense of power and control. Fragmentation, people lose what they used to have control of, and activities change and all of that. Do everything possible to help your people define, we know we don't have control of all this stuff out there, but here's what we do have control of to drive our mission forward. Whatever that might be, how often we're in touch with people, coming up with implementations of new, whatever it is, okay? Everybody's got to have a few things in their role that they know they're in control of that drive the needle forward. Okay, the third one is the shame and pain. This is the bad stuff. You've got to make spaces for people to be able to talk about where they feel like they're failing, where they feel like it's hopeless, where they feel like they're wounded, where they feel like they're hurting, both inside the walls and out. And then the fourth one is a sense of that they're actually accomplishing something, okay? Some fruitfulness, using their strengths to feel good about, hey, I did this today and it worked out well, okay? So whether it's inside the organization or the people you minister to, work on high messaging, high execution, high implementation of whatever you're doing, but make sure these 4 elements are there. People are getting more connected, not less. They're getting more feeling like they're in control of something that matters. They're getting more heard and understood in the shame and pain of what they're going through. And they're getting to exercise their gifts in some way that something good happens. If you anchor yourself in those 4 things, whatever your strategy is, then you're going to do better. Okay? It's good to be with you and hope to be with y'all soon.